And it looks like we are starting to see the first crew member be extracted. I'm not sure if that will be Commander Matt Dominick or Mike Barratt, but it is typically one of those middle seats because they're easiest to reach. So again, you do see that crew member getting some assistance. I can't quite tell who it is just yet.
I can only imagine what it feels like to have to stand up after spending nearly 8 months in space and having to stand up for the first time with Earth's gravity.
And that is NASA astronaut Matt Dominick, who is now out of the spacecraft. His very first space flight. Looks like we're getting some handshakes there.
High fives all around. For those that have just recently joined us, you can see that the Dragon capsule carrying our Crew-8 members has successfully splashed down and been recovered from the splashdown site off the coast of Pensacola, Florida. We have just seen the egress or exit of Commander Matt Dominick, who was seated in one of the 2 center seats. We can see, so we're standing by for the egress of the other 3 crew members. And on your screen there, some of the recovery team and NASA folks there assisting with the egress. As we mentioned, we, just standard protocol, we always help individuals coming back from long duration spaceflight. We always help them, give them some assistance back to the medical base. So I can only imagine that it feels like 100 elephants standing on your shoulders as you have to stand up. This particular mission was in space for 235 days, 232 of them on station. And this ended up being the longest duration mission that Crew Dragon has ever performed. So kind of a cool first there.
And the longest U.S. spacecraft flight ever, whether that was through the shuttle program, Apollo, Mercury, Gemini. So that's a fun fact. And so it looks like they're working now to extract the next crew member. So we'll stand by to see who it is, but I do expect that it would be NASA astronaut Mike Barratt. But we'll confirm that just momentarily.
In addition to the individuals standing around the outside, there's also a recovery team member inside the capsule assisting with the egress.
And that is NASA astronaut Mike Barratt. This is he is the veteran on this space flight. The other 3 flyers on board Crew-8 were all rookies. And so in total, Mike Barratt has spent 447 days in space.
Saw some excitement there.
Yes. So remaining inside Endeavour is NASA astronaut Jeanette Epps, as well as Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Grebenkin. So we'll see who comes out next. You do see those footrests as they are removed from the spacecraft to give a little more space for recovery personnel to assist the crew members out.
I think it looks like we might be getting Jeanette Epps next.
So they're continuing to work to get the next crew member out, and you can really see there's quite a few folks on the recovery vessel. It just really speaks to all those that are involved with helping to make a mission successful. It's the recovery boat personnel, the folks in Mission Control Hawthorne and in Houston, as well as all around the world, those that support the International Space Station. It really is a huge team effort to have a successful mission like this. And in fact, there's 44 people on the recovery vessel, Megan, to help support tonight's splashdown.
Once again, we're standing by for the egress of our final 2 crew members. Yeah, it looks like NASA astronaut Jeanette Epps will be the next one to exit. Due to the limited space inside Dragon capsule, it's pretty normal to have the 2 individuals seated in the center seats, so the pilot and commander. It's pretty normal to have them egress first, as it helps give a little bit more working room there within the capsule for the crew members and the recovery team members.
And I do believe that is NASA astronaut Jeanette Epps who is next out. Yep, Jeanette Epps was the next one out. So Alexander Grebenkin will be next. Again, this was her first space flight. Some quick waves.
Round of applause.
And we are starting to see Alexander Grebenkin be extracted from the spacecraft as well. Some thumbs up. And we now have all 4 crew members outside of Crew Dragon Endeavour following their 235 days in space. Some cheers and excitement for Crew-8. That's great to see.